The Bible is a collection of religious texts considered sacred by Christians and is divided into two main sections: the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament, also known as the Hebrew Bible, contains religious writings that were sacred to the ancient Israelites. It consists of several books, including Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and many others. Here is a brief overview of the books in the Old Testament. 1. Genesis. This book describes the creation of the world, the early history of humanity, and the stories of figures like Adam and Eve, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. 2. Exodus. Exodus narrates the story of the Israelites' liberation from slavery in Egypt, led by Moses, and their journey through the wilderness. 3. Leviticus. Leviticus contains laws and instructions for religious ceremonies, worship, and regulations for the Israelite community. 4. Numbers. Numbers continues the narrative of the Israelites' journey in the wilderness, including the census of the tribes and various events that took place during that time. 5. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy records Moses' speeches and sermons, reiterating the laws and commandments for the Israelites before they enter the Promised Land. The Old Testament also includes books like Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, and many others. These books contain historical accounts, poetry, prophecy, and wisdom literature. The New Testament focuses on the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, as well as the early Christian church. It consists of 4 Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Acts of the Apostles, various epistles, letters written by the apostles, and the Book of Revelation. The New Testament books can be summarized as follows. 1. The Gospels. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John present different accounts of the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. 2. Acts of the Apostles. Acts describes the early history of the Christian church, including the activities of the apostles after Jesus' ascension. 3. Epistles. The New Testament contains letters written by various apostles, such as Paul, Peter, James, and John, addressing theological, practical, and pastoral issues within the early Christian communities. 4. Revelation. The Book of Revelation is a prophetic work attributed to the Apostle John, describing visions of the end times, the return of Jesus, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. It's important to note that the Bible has many chapters, 1,189 in total, across its various books, each with its own specific content and message. The chapters vary in length and cover a wide range of topics, including history, law, poetry, prophecy, wisdom, and spiritual teachings.